Howdy everybody. It's time for Millennium County Railroad. This is number 32, I believe, in my video edition. And I got a couple things we're going to talk about. Oh, you know what? I forgot my hat. Got to put my hat on. There we go. I could be a proper engineer. Couple of things we got going on here. Did a little bit of work in here over the last week. Yeah, I still get wore out real easy because I'm not back up to par. I don't know if I ever will be. Although they tell me it could take several months or even longer for for me to get back to where I might have been previously, if that's possible. So anyway, what we got going, there's one thing I want to talk about before I go into what I've done, and that's my logo contest. So far, I've only had 2 ideas come to me. Drew Steele was one. He did a really pretty decent job on a logo for me. And of course, David from Crooked River and Eastern Railroad. I think I got it right that time. He came up with a pretty good idea too. So, but I was hoping there'd be more. You know, I mean, come on, guys. I know you can do it. I've seen your work on your layouts, and I know the creativity is there. So I'm going to sweeten the deal a little bit. The winner will, of course, still get the, Walther's Girder Bridge kit. But any of the runners-up, or anybody who actually sends me an idea, no matter how weird or goofy or whatever, well, the first 5, I'm going to send send you guys a t-shirt with whatever logo I choose to do. Absolutely free. You can't go wrong there. So I'm going to do the drawing, or I'm going to make my decision September 1st. I will announce the winner at that time, and then we'll get the prizes out and go from there. So if you got an idea, come on, guys. I know you can do it. It's not, well, it is hard. I mean, I came up with an idea myself that I was getting ready to do, but, I thought, well, that wouldn't really be right, so I'll let you guys decide. Come up with something. So, anyway, I just wanted to get that done, and that's a little quick topic. So, on to the... Oh, and I'll put my email address on the bottom of the screen so you can send your ideas directly to me through my email. Other than that, let's see, what have I done? Well, I've done a couple of things. Now, behind me, remember I talked about the last video, I was going to do a fold-down pass-through. Well, I could have done it, but it looked like too much work. So what I did was, and let me move the camera here so we can see better what I actually did. Bear with me for a minute or 2 or 3. Let's see, we got... Alrighty, I think we got that there. Okay, let's try this. So I got a fold down instead. So I just bring it up. I got a little lock over here. And I have my pass-through. I ordered some flex track to put on there. And I hope to have that done in a week or so. I haven't got the track yet. I just ordered it. So, but that's what that's going to look like. And then once I get that in, I could start running some freight trains. At least, yeah, I get the freight trains running on that. So that's going to be cool. And of course, when you're not using it, it goes down. Now the The passenger train, that's been working really good. I was playing around with it a little bit today as well. And I think I've got that sorted out. The number 118 KV couplers really did the job. So anyway, getting back to other things. This is where the engine shed went, or is going to. Now this is gonna be a little tricky here because I got cables all over the place. There you go. I gotta take the camera off the tripod, hopefully. And go do a walk around. Now, like I said, I haven't wired it up yet or anything, but this is where it's gonna go. Let me walk around over here. You gotta be kidding me. Ah, man. Hold on a second. There we go. Caught up on the tripod, my audio cable. Can't have that. Alright, so it's a little tough walking through here when you don't have good balance anymore. Anyway, here's where it sits. I haven't, set up the track shit to go to the turntable. Back up here so you can see that a little bit. If I didn't know better. Oh, there we are. We were zoomed in a little bit. Okay, so there's the turntable. That's where the engine shed's going to go. And over here where the turntable controls is, I'm also going to be able to put my overhead door control for the engine shed. So I have to put it in the sideways because there's no other way to do it, but I didn't think it was that big from what they actually explained on, on the website. So it's going to go in there like so, which will be fine. And that'll control the doors. And I believe the lighting inside. So it's going to be cool when I get it done. I expect that to be done probably in a couple of weeks too. Like I said, I can only do so much in a day. And it's really rough on me to stand up for any length of time. And a lot of this, unfortunately, requires a lot of standing. I got all those train cars I've converted the couplers over on. And you walk back over here again, trying not to trip over the audio cable. Which I'm sure I probably will. It's a heck of a thing when you're a little disabled. Let me sit down here. I've got more cars there. I've got all the couplers are done. I want to buy another set of bulk pack of couplers, the 118s, to do all the train cars that I intended to do. I have a few couplers left, and that'll be for future cars. Every car that I buy now, I'm going to put the 118s on. It's just a great coupler. So Wilma, if you're watching, and you're still having coupler issues, trust me, use the 118s. They don't come apart. So, I'm still in the midst of a cleanup here. I mean, there's sawdust everywhere. Or I'm cutting wood and, It's tough to work in a small station. I don't really have a workbench. I have this work table that my wife bought me last Christmas, which really comes in handy. But I have to do it, in the room because I don't want to make a mess outside the room. So, actually, I think this is the worst of it's over. As far as cutting wood and that sort of thing. I still got more fascia to put up. I've got some there, I've got some here, and behind me. And I'll get that all sorted out in time. I've got to put the staging area back up as soon as I figure out how I'm actually going to go about doing that. Because I do need a staging area. And Then I could start working on other things like scenery, trees, foliage, grass, all kinds of goodies. I've got to get a few more buildings yet. I'm looking to get a bank, some backdrop buildings on the other side of that wall. So there's a lot of things that need to be done, but we're getting there. But as far as the track goes, once I get the track through this pass-through, it should be good to go. And there's the pass-through, a closer vision of it. And I got a little slide latch there that'll hold it up, and pretty rigid. So just a matter of putting the track on there and painting it up and maybe throw some grass on there or weeds. And it's going to look good. So then I could really start cleaning up some of this other stuff in there. I mean, I've got wood underneath benches and stuff that I can get rid of once I know I no longer need it. I really can't do any more expansion as far as benches go. I think I've pretty well filled out the room. So I'm going to have to start utilizing what I have here as far as space. But it's going along pretty good. So, and the only thing I have left to put on the wall, I haven't done it yet because I haven't really been ready. That's going to go up there. They have a puzzle that they'll make you with your own photographs. So I'm going to have my wife do a photograph of me working in here. And that's going to be our puzzle picture. And once I get that put up, I'll show it to you. It's going to be really cool. That may be a few months off yet. Other than that, there's a lot of electrical that needs to be done. I've got to drop some feeds for the turntable. The turntable itself is operational. However, the track on the turntable is not powered yet, and neither are the tracks coming off of it going into the engine shed or the siding tracks there. They're not done. Even that track there, where the engine and caboose are, is not powered yet. So I have to get feeders for that. I think that's the only place. Oh, and over here where the passenger rail pulls in to the Amtrak station, I've got to provide power to that as well. So that's got to be done. And of course, like I have this panel here for the switches, just for this particular area. I've still got 2 more areas where I've got to build panels for and wire them up. That's going to be a trick. I have to get my wife to do a lot of that because I really can't get under the benches anymore. And they're basically, I bought these, I don't remember what they're called, but this guy was selling them on the internet, and I bought enough to do all of them. And it's a toggle switch assembly with the electronics to trigger the lights and to do the switching both back and forth. Pretty cool. You had to assemble them yourself. I had to solder everything up, but it's no big deal. So I got a bunch of those, and they said I've already got them set up in this panel. I just don't have it powered yet. So we'll get to that soon. I also bought some of these things here that I haven't had a chance to do anything with yet either. This is also from Walthers. They're crossing signals. I bought 2 of them. And they're going to go along here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this yet. I should actually have 2 for each track. And I think eventually I probably will, even though it's going to be kind of pricey. Those things weren't cheap. But if I could find more of them, I'll buy more and wire them in and have them set up so that, when the train comes down the track for that particular crossing, they'll activate, which will be cool. Let's see, what else do I got going here? I think that's about it right now. So, I don't want to drag this out into a big, long video. I just wanted to give you guys an idea what was going on and say something about my logo contest. And to reiterate on that, come on guys, send in your logo ideas. I don't care how bad they are. It's something. And even if it's something I don't like, maybe it's something that will give me something to work with that I can modify on my own. So who knows, you know, you got nothing to lose here. And if you win, well, you get the girder bridge. And if you don't win and you're one of the first 5 that throw in an idea, you'll still get a free t-shirt. You can't go wrong with that. Everybody loves free t-shirts, at least I think they do. And the way we'll do that is I'll contact you first to get your t-shirt size and then get the appropriate t-shirt. And I'll be doing the printing here myself. I've done this before with the inkjet. Well, I actually have a laser jet printer. And they come out really nice. So, like I said, for free, you can't go wrong. And that'll be what, and the logo on it will be whatever I choose to be the winner. So, with that said, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. And I got to get my ugly mug in there one more time. Just because. You know. It's just one of those things. There we go. Oh, and by the way, I got my eye fixed. Almost forgot. Last video I told you I had one eye done before the heart attack, and I just got the other one done a couple of days ago. It's not 100% yet. It's still a little cloudy because they told me that my eye is still dilated and it will take a few days for it to go down. But hey, I can see. So, you know, the only bad thing, of course, is I got these old granny reading glasses for reading. You know, but that's unfortunately part of the deal when you get cataract surgery. So I have to remember to keep putting these things on when I got to read something. And I got a few pairs, so I got them around the house. So I won't have to go too far when I need one. I think I turned myself off there for a minute. That's the way it goes. So once again, keep it on the rails. And I'll be talking to you soon. Have a good one, and thanks for watching. Bye.